Okay. Freaking found it. I had to actually turn my mic on because I didn't know what the heck was happening. It was right in my effing face, like an idiot. This might be nothing. I'm gonna be mad if this is nothing. But everybody, Invisiblekatana here, officially starting the episode now. I hope this is right. January 24th, Marguerite was on the warpath again. I can handle her when she's yelling. It's when she gets all quiet that you gotta watch out. At that point, you say one word and she flies off the handle. Nothing. This isn't, I'm hoping this second page does more than this. Nothing for it but to wait. Goddamn Zoe, all Marguerite did was yell at her some. Zoe went and pointed a knife at her. Just pulled it right out from behind the dresser. Who knows where else she may be hiding them. I better check behind everything in the house just in case. What am I gonna do with that girl? It's like she doesn't appreciate a loving family. Okay. Oh my goodness, that was in my face like crazy. Like, I don't know how I was so close, and I guess I just wasn't close enough. Thank goodness. That was gonna drive me nuts. It really was. Bada bing, bada boom. Lantern, schmantern. Okay, so we need two things. That's what I realized during one portion of this, or when I was running through. I didn't even think about the fact that I needed an item for. Whoops. Turn it this. No, of course not that way. I need another item for the snake. I'm assuming. Let's take this. No, still won't let me put it back. Okay. Son of a gun. Oh, yeah, because I was about to say, that actually looks like it can work for a second. When I actually see it with the shadow, obviously, it's a million times smaller than I initially thought. Yeah, so let me. Alright, let me do this first, because I can't see. Because I'm assuming the times are going to get shorter and shorter, because the last time was down to 30 seconds. So I will go ahead and do that. Alright, that picture's already back. And then there's some random item that I have in my inventory that is going to work for this thing. Yeah, okay, so it has to do this. But it's not going to be both, is it? That would be interesting. Yeah, because I'm like, son of a gun, it is both. Oh, maybe not. I was wrong. Because I knew it was like some sort of weird image on the back of it. Yeah, and this is way too close, so it's even bigger. It would have to be, further away to actually fit for that. So, not this, but something. Unless it is that, should be interesting. That was the fork, but I don't know. I gotta just try everything. Oh, that's cool. Big old fork. Let's see what we got. I know it's not gonna be the knife. The shadow was a bit more plain than I thought. I thought it would be cool to see, like, I thought it would be like serrated edges or something like that. It's like, no, it's just a normal, smooth, sharp knife. No biggie. See if this does anything. Have another idea. So my guess is that I could actually take one of these out. Maybe that is still possible. Does not seem to be possible. Still don't know about that 4N. I doubt I'm supposed to fight back. So that's done. Something with a bunch of... Well, it doesn't... No, it doesn't have to actually have the ridges and stuff. What in the world? I don't know, I feel like this might be it. Although it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's such a large item. Typically it has to fit perfectly into exactly what you see. So that's why I don't believe that this is the answer. But at the same time, I can't put this back at all. So I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense that it would be the answer, simply due to the fact that it has all these insane curves to it, which seem to be out of place. But that's the thing with Resident Evil, is that you kind of don't know. And you can rotate and stuff, and you just don't know what you might end up finding. Because I'm starting to get a little bit of an image here. Because that's starting to match up now. Like the top piece is just a little bit. I'm starting to see that it does actually match the top of this snake head. Uh-oh. Yep. I'm close. I can tell, like I can see the shapes. It's just the positioning that's weird. And I do believe that this is actually what I'm supposed to do. It is actually this. Because the curves go around. The heck? Oh, this is insane. It's like I kind of see it. I can just sort of barely make it out, like a little bit, but I don't know. It's definitely there. I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Hopefully this is actually it, but we'll see. This will be a weird episode. I'm not even sure how long. I didn't even turn my timer on or anything like that, so I made a huge mistake with that, but we'll see how all this ends up playing out, because it's weird. So I'm gonna speed things up and maybe figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. This might not even get uploaded if I can't figure this out in time, because I have to go to work. So we shall see. Alright everybody, so we are back. As you guys can probably see, the lighting is different. My shirt is actually a different shirt. For anyone who may have been paying attention to my shirt. I went to work, did everything I needed to do. I'm back. It's like 7 hours later. It's almost 2 in the morning. And I just looked it up. I just looked up what I had to do. It should be up. There it is. I looked up what I had to do. And so it turns out my absolute madness of using this and thinking that that's what I needed to do for both was wrong. It is not the same item where you have to contort it in some sort of crazy freaking way. You use the fork, which explains why the snake is on there. It's supposed to be like a secondary hint. It's not just for the thing, but it's that right there. I never would have noticed that. Like I was even messing around with stuff earlier and I was just like spinning things because I was losing my mind. I was convinced it had to be the thing and I didn't notice that. So I just had to look it up because I was like, I just don't know what the answer is. I couldn't figure it out and it was going to drive me absolutely insane because I wouldn't have gotten this. Actually, let's just see. Let's just see how close it needs to really be. But there's the answer. There it is. So we got that. Well, I guess it doesn't make noise when I open up the thing, so I guess that makes sense. Oops! I resisted. Oh. Maybe I was supposed to resist there. I don't know. That scared the crap out of me, though. Great, now I have to...
I gotta do something.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Get out, and then I'll just figure it out from there. But I needed to do that. Like, sometimes there's some puzzles where I'm just like, all right, I can't. I don't have it. I will not have it. And, yeah, oh, that's backwards. Crap. Whoops. Yeah, I had to look it up. Okay. Yeah, there's actually nothing in here. Oh. I try to rush through it and I'm like, crap, I forgot I gotta do certain stuff in a certain order. Oh man, this is gonna be a heck of an episode. I have no idea how long this is gonna be, so this will probably end up being like an oddly short episode, depending on whether or not I actually beat this this next time, or this time I should say. So that's good. The door is closed.
What was that noise?
Back. So, depending on how this plays out, this might be a shorter episode because I know I'm going to speed through a lot of stuff. There might even be cuts because I think
I've been out of bed.
Once I do like my full 23-minute limit with this camera, excuse me, if I speed that up, I think it still comes down to like almost 30 seconds or so. And I mean, I spent a lot. I was so convinced that I was supposed to twist that thing in some weird way, and that like the top of the thing was actually going to be the bottom of the snake. I was so convinced that I was supposed to like twist the thing inside of the little open spaces, and that just drove me nuts. I was so sure that that was it.
Back.
And it was right there. I mean, snake for 2 answers. There was 2 answers for that, and that's very interesting.
Huh?
But man,
Now hold on just a minute.
I legitimately don't think I would have gotten that. Not in a, normal amount of time.
Well,
I don't think I would have figured that out. Like to actually do this for a Let's Play. And I would have looked it up anyway. Even if I wasn't doing this, I'm not going to lie. After the time I spent, that half an hour, basically,
Come on
trying
now,
to figure
eat
that thing
up.
out,
I made
that's
that just for you.
That's pretty much normal. Like, once it takes me half
Don't
an hour
worry.
to figure out
I'll
a
be
puzzle,
back
I'm like,
real soon.
I got nothing. I either quit and I come back to it and figure it out, or if I do that and then I can't figure it out the second time, I'm just like, all right, it's time to look it up. And that, once again, I was very convinced that it was the thing. So I'm like, what position do I have to do to get it right? Didn't even have the right freaking item. Man, oh man. Oh wait, okay. Do it backwards. Oof. Man, this is crazy, and I am very curious now. Whoops. What would have happened? Do.
Who's making that noise?
Well, I'm not holding any pictures, so yeah, should be good. Do. Door's closed again.
Damn it!
I wish that sped up the timer. It seems like it still goes in real time for like the full 50 seconds. I know it's not the full 50 seconds because I can tell, but it's weird that it's like, all right, you hit wait, it should just skip the time, and it's like, okay, you figured it out.
Is that you
And
again,
then-
Lucas?
and, like, see,
I
they have
keep
to go
telling
through
you,
the whole
boy,
thing.
Keep it down.
See, ow. And I guess it is the full real time because I thought it shorted. Okay, that. I guess. I thought it cut off only like 10 seconds, but I guess it does go the full minute of time or whatever amount of time it actually gives you. That was nuts, though. I mean, it was so simple. I mean, they always are. It's a puzzle, so that's kind of the point. But man, oh man, I never would have figured that out with that freaking the fork. And it kind of sucks that you can't. They
Don't
make
that
it
just
one
smell
thing,
like
so
heaven?
there's no save
I
points.
made
If you
it
lose,
especially
you have to
for you.
keep going through this, and that kind of bugs me. Mostly because I suck, so I keep
Someone been in here?
having to go through it.
Oh, something ain't right.
That was nuts, though.
Oh.
I mean, wow.
Just my imagination.
It's always like that. Once you figure it out, it's like,
I figured you still hadn't eaten yet.
I guess that's
so I
simple
brought
enough.
something else for you.
all right. I wonder if we will see Zoe in this. All right, take that. Get that
Who
guy
the fuck
here.
are these people?
Wait a minute. No, I need the corkscrew still. Never mind. I was about to say, if I do all of this, I also need the knife. I was about to say, if I do all of this stuff, then it'll kind of speed up the process, but I'm assuming I still need to go through some of the processes. Like, I have to. Alright. I keep forgetting, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. I can just hit the button and it should be fine. Fork. Also need the fork for this. That. Had to be sure. am very curious now. I mean, heck, I don't think I even actually grabbed the key. I mean, I guess I did, but just the way it was, I grabbed it and she just attacked me so fast coming out of the thing. I was just like, I don't even know what's happening. Alright, no, can't do that. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I keep feeling like X should be to use the item and circle should be to take it. Actually pick up the stove. I keep doing that backwards.
Oh!
Alright. Grab.
No.
You.
Oh, I'm going out of my mind.
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait a minute. Picture.
I gotta get back.
Yeah, it's the only picture lets me put down there anyway. Close. Okay. And Clancy went through some crazy stuff in this.
I'm not enjoying this, dang it!
Jeez. Okay. So after this, we get the corkscrew, go through there, pop those off, do the other half of the thing, get this
Now hold
snake
on
key.
just a minute.
Maybe.
Oh, just my imagination.
I think it's a part of the puzzle.
Why are you so stubborn?
There's something to it.
You better eat or I'm
where
gonna shove it down your throat.
There's something to it where she attacks you, but at the same time, there's nothing I can even think of that would make a legitimate difference. Like at this point, you take these out, so there's no way around it. You have to take these out and combine them together. She doesn't come up when you push the button, so I can do that right now. It's just very interesting. It's like, can I actually use the knife on her, or no? Like, did I screw up by picking the lantern back up and going out there? Am I supposed to resist? Because I certainly wasn't. I just freaked out. I thought it was just a cutscene, and then it was like, you died. I'm like, oh, I'm an absolute moron. I was supposed to do something there. I just assumed that that's the way it ended, and I thought she knocked him out, and then it goes to, you know, the stuff in the actual, the main game. Not close enough.
Clancy, where are you?
Well, that didn't happen before.
Quick, use your head. Bring it on, bitch. I got something for you.
Is that music from Resident Evil 3? No. Tough. I don't want to go out there. I mean, she's waiting for me. I'm ready to go. Oh, I guess that ain't the answer, huh? That is the answer. Eat a day. Oh, we teleported. I'm out of here.
Oh, why? That hurt me, you son of a bitch!
Leave. Wait, okay, I don't go back. It's just time to go. Oh. I can't see a single effing thing. I thought I was supposed to go back for the, whew. Okay, that's it. Like Mom used to make. Alright, that was it. Okay, so thank you guys for checking this really crazy episode out where I was super dumb and couldn't pull off anything because I'm not smart enough. I was literally at the end. All I had to do was figure out that it was the fork, and I could have easily passed this earlier. It would have been 30 minutes, and I could have gone to the nightmare thing. But either way, thank you guys for joining me for this really odd episode. I still, with how much I'm going to fast forward stuff, I still can't think of how, I guess it'll be around 40 minutes or so. So that's not too bad. But that was crazy. That was really tough at that end section. Like the last thing that I needed to do, and I just could not figure out that freaking fork. I legitimately don't think I would have figured that out on my own without having to look that one up. That's just one of those things where every once in a while you just get one of those puzzle pieces where it's like, all right, I figured this out, I figured all that out, and then there's that one thing, just it eludes you forever until you just look up an answer. But that was fun. I like that. A lot of people are loving this, and it totally makes sense. That was an amazing puzzle. A lot of people think that should have been in the main game. I don't disagree with that. I mean, I know why it's not in there, because every video is basically just a clue for the next section in the game. That's why that's not in there, because you never get captured by her. You don't get like locked up in the bed. They could have done something like that where, you know, there are two puzzles, but maybe they just didn't have the time, or they were just like, hey, there's just no logical way to do this where they capture him and don't do it. But at the same time, they could have done it the same way they did this, where he was captured, but they didn't force him to eat. It was like the weird sort of thing. But I don't know. I feel like that would have to have been really early in the game, considering the story of the game, where it's like they got more aggressive as the story went on. And then it got to the point where Jack was like basically trying to kill Ethan. Like, no, he's not replacing me. So it probably wouldn't have worked in the context of the story. So it actually makes a lot of sense that they couldn't find a way to like do it, because they would have had to change some stuff. But I like that. Going into this next episode, I'm super excited for this. This is basically Mercenaries mode, and I cannot wait to try this out. This is like the actiony side. Maybe with the enemies, it'll just be creepy in general. I'm curious what the location's gonna look like, but I'm excited to get into that. Can't wait for these two to come out. And then we have Ethan Must Die mode as well, so I'm gonna try that out. I'll try this out as well as Ethan Must Die mode in the next episode. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Of course, sorry that took so long. That should have been puzzles. Once you beat it, it's hindsight. But hopefully you guys seriously enjoyed this episode, some element of it, maybe my sheer frustration and stuff. But of course, if you guys have any comments, please put them down in the comment section below, and please join me in the next part.